All right, this says we're live, but my computer has been playing tricks on me all day long since I've gotten back and gotten onto it. So I'm going to double check, make sure everything's working. It seems to be. Okay, cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name of Hegyes, and we're here to do some productivity sprints. Whether you're writing, editing, admin work, chores, doesn't matter what you're doing, we're going to do some sprints. So, the way we do things on my channel is we do 4 25-minute sprints. I will have a timer on the screen, which will be in the form of this kitty cat called the Pomodoro Kitty. I also set up a forest app timer where we can grow a tree. I have not set that up today, so I'm going to go ahead and get that set up, get that up into the screen so that you can do your tree if you want to, and then I'll come back to actually chat with you all and see what everyone's working on. So if you haven't yet, tell me what you're working on today so that I can, celebrate with you when you reach your goals for today, because I am nosy and want to know. So we're going to grow a sunflower this morning, actually, just because I feel like it. I don't really have a reason. I just picked that. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see. Okay, 6N TAT. And if you're new here, the other thing I do on my channel is I put up writing prompts on the screen. You don't have to write on them if you don't want to. They're just there if you feel like writing, but you don't know what you want to write about. 6NTAT7JSG. Okay, I had to double check and make sure that was actually correct. So there is our timer. SD Houston, Shannon is here. Hello. Made friends with the like button and working on editing the audiobook. Ooh. Sunstone and Hybrid Prince. Might miss coming on and off. Okay. So if you are here, Shannon, I am curious. Did you do the audiobook yourself or did you use an outside company to do it? I'm just curious because audiobook processing is something that I want to do in the future, but I am still very much learning about it and don't know if I'm going to do the audiobooks myself. I have done a couple on my YouTube channel and the quality is decent. I won't say it's great, but it's decent. And so I've debated doing that to cut down costs, or I've debated like hiring an audiobook narrator, which is probably the route I'm going to do, but it's more expensive to do that. So I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but I'm curious what you have been doing with yours. Okay. Okay, I will have to. My mom messaged me, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't like super important. Let me just reply to her real quick and let her know I'm getting ready to do a live stream. I cannot talk today. Talk or type apparently. During sprint. Okay, there we go. That way she knows. Okay. Let's see. Cool Gamers here. Hello. Random Randy writes, hello. I saw that you had just joined my subscribe to my channel. So hello, welcome. Doing some writing and cleaning. Just came off another stream, so this will be laundry and just hey, there you go. There you go. I tend to do that a lot where when I'm not streaming, I alternate between doing a writing sprint and then a cleaning sprint. And I'll be doing that as soon as this live stream is done. The rest of the day, I'll be alternating between cleaning and writing. Mama Ward is here. Hello, working on the last 5K of Rebel Nano Project. That's awesome, Mama Ward. Cat Paw is also here, but having a migraine day. I hope you feel better, Cat Paw. That migraines suck. As someone who's had them off and on, they severely suck. I'm going to go ahead and add you to the Force app, though, in case you want to do that. And Randy, since you are new to my channel, we have the Forest app, which you can grow plants. We're going to grow a sunflower, and that's what the code is for. If you have the pro version, you can grow plants together. So in case you didn't know that, and I apologize if you already did, but I'll have a cat on the screen as well as that. And I'm actually going to go ahead and get us ready for the first sprint, get all of our stuff up. All right, here's our first prompt today. Again, if you don't want to use it, that's okay. It's just there if you want to write but don't know what you want to write about. And so we're going to do 25 minutes. I will give it another minute. Wow, my phone is not catching up to the actual computer. Oops, wait. That was dumb. Let me go back to that banner. I didn't mean to change out banners. Okay. I mean, I did mean to change out banners, but excuse me. So who all in the comment section has been doing Nano? I know Mama Ward has, but I don't know who else. And I think you were a Cat Paw, but I'm not positive. And I'm just curious if who all has been doing NaNoWriMo. I have been doing NaNoWriMo. I actually have not been writing a lot except during live streams, which I really need to change. I need to get better about that. Let's see. When was the last time I recorded a word count? The 19th. What is today? 22nd? So I wrote 0 words that day. I wrote 0 words that day. And we are on today. Why does that have... Ignore error. There is no freaking error there, just because it doesn't have as many sprints as some of the others. Okay. Oh, it wants me to sign back into NaNoWriMo. Interesting. There has been lots of stuff going on with the NaNoWriMo site, and not to go into too much detail, I don't know if I will be doing NaNoWriMo after this year, officially. I've always had mixed feelings. Since they changed the website, I've had mixed feelings about NaNoWriMo. And if I just, no matter what, I'm going to probably do a video about this one way or the other. It's just that there's a lot of things happening that just make me feel a whole lot of ick. Not necessarily towards NaNoWriMo, but just in general. And I'm just like, I don't know. That was the wrong password. I don't know what my password is. Apparently that was the right one. Okay. Okay, so according to the NaNoWriMo site, I have to write... How many words do I have to write? We're supposed to be at 36,667 for today. Apparently I did not update this since I last... Oh, I didn't update the Nano site. 1759. Okay. I need to go to my stats. I need to write 3,666 words per day. Okay, the last time I updated it was on the 16th. I'll have to do this during the sprint itself. I'm going to go ahead and get us set up and ready for the sprint and check out your guys' comments. Let's see. Randy, my word count is abysmal, but I have written every day. That's awesome. I have not, which has more my goal word count. Okay, there you go. Cat Paw is not doing it. And I'm really sorry that you're having a migraine day. Migraines are not great. I still likely will do Nano, but I won't be purchasing merch or giving the money until things get... Yeah. Day 2 of migraine? Ugh. Which comes into our power while working on coloring pages. Okay, so... Oh, are you responding to the prompt I put up too soon? Because I was trying to wait until everyone joined the Forest app. Whoops. Okay, wear cows for the win. Because that's what you're working on for Nano, right? Is the werecow story? Days at the werecow? Like, isn't that what you're working on for Nano, Mama Ward? I feel like it is. I'm working on Hunter's Betrayal still, which is part of my Shifters and Mages series. I won't say what number it is because the numbers keep changing on a day-to-day basis these days because the way I'm writing it. So I won't say any what number it is. It was originally 3, then it was 1, and now it's looking like it's going to be 3 again. I don't know yet. It'll be there when it gets there, and I will figure that out later. But for now, we are going to start this first sprint. It is 10 minutes after the hour. Everyone who wants to join the Force app has had plenty of time to do so. I've got my prompt up. I got my timer up. And we are going to start this first sprint. Be productive in any way you want, whether it's writing, editing, chores. 25 minutes to do whatever it is you're going to do. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know what you did, how you did in the comments. I'm going to get our next tree ready, our next plant ready. We're going to grow some roses next because why not? And then let me get that up and running, and then I will be back to see how everyone did. There we go. All right. Okay. I wrote words. I messaged my mom. We did some back and forth talking. We're talking Christmas presents and stuff like that for the kiddos. I wrote 420 words, which I will take. That is better than nothing, especially for a first sprint, with doing it as much as I did. Let's see. Randy is... Oh, why is my phone being weird? Okay, that was interesting. Let's see. My current project is first book in a why choose vampire romance urban fantasy thing. I feel that. I am not a huge fan of the why choose, but I love the genre for other people. That's great. Mama Ward is turning the Daisy Workout shorts into a novel by combining it with the characters of Scarlet, Charlotte. Say that 5 times fast. And the Alphas, Lunas, Omegas, rejected rogue cousin. Jesus Christ! Don't ask me to say that 5 times fast. It ain't happening. I don't think I can say that 5 times fast while reading it on the screen. That's just crazy. My kids are making a lot of noise in the other room. They're on Thanksgiving break vacation right now. And actually, the oldest is in trouble. She has not been doing her work in class and has not been turning it in. And so she has lost all of her electronics over Thanksgiving break until she gets it turned in at least. And because she's been lying to us saying that she has been doing her work, might be a little longer than that. It's been great. It's been great. I love my children. I love my children. I love my children. Right now, I'm really irritated with my children. Oh, goodness. But yeah, that's something for another day. Sorry about that. I should not be tired. I even slept in today because the fact that I didn't have work and my only other plans were to go into town. So, work gave out turkeys to everyone, to all the employees for Thanksgiving. And the pallets, they were going to throw the pallets in the dumpster. And I was like, no, don't do that. I will take them off your hands. I just need to get a truck to haul them. So they saved me a bunch of pallets, which was amazing. And I got a truck this morning and I went and picked up my pallets. And now they're in my backyard where they will eventually become chicken coops. We will dismantle them all and use the parts that are still good to go to build chicken coops. Because the girls are wanting to do chickens for 4-H and we want to do chickens for both meat and eggs. So, especially since like I have a problem eating a bunch of beef. It's too greasy when cooked. So I eat a fuck ton of chicken. So having chickens on the farm to breed and raise will be good for us. And the kind of chickens we're planning on getting are a dual purpose bird. So they are good egg layers and good meat birds. So we'll be getting some of those come springtime after we have built our coops. Randy says, I'm poly, so why choose just works for me. Got the dishes running, 2 baskets of clothes folded. There you go. You got this, Randy, because we're going to be starting another sprint in about 30 seconds-ish time, and you'll be able to do a lot of things. I am not... 46K has grown to 93K. Wow. Mama Ward, you remind me of the novella I was supposed to write for the 7-day book challenge that became a novel, and I'm still working on it here and there. For those who don't know, I did a 7-day book challenge in, that's over. Hold on. Let me pause the cat so I can tell this quick story. In September, we did the 7-day book challenge where the goal is to write a novel, novella, whatever it is you want to work on across 7 days from beginning to end, start and finish. I was writing a urban fantasy paranormal romance featuring dragon shifters and dragon hunters. It was supposed to be 30K. I hit 30K and hadn't written all of it. In fact, I hadn't even hit the halfway point. And so I'm still working on it. I haven't worked on it a lot since then. It is sitting at 31K actually. Yeah, I really haven't worked on it since then. Other than like outlining and recorrecting various things timeline wise. I am on chapter 9. Yeah, chapter 9 of 22. And it's when I am working on it, it's going really well. It's just that it's not finished. And I don't like it. But yeah, it went from being a 30K novella to saying, oh, by the way, I'm going to be a 90K novel. What? I don't have time in 7 days to write a 90K novel. But yeah, so my goal is to finish that by the end of this year, along with Hunter's Betrayal. So I have 40 days left, according to Scrivener, and I have to write 1,500 words for Hunter's Betrayal per day and 1,000 words per day for Teenage Dragon Slayer, which I can technically do, but I'm definitely hoping for a couple 10K or at least 5K days here and there so I can get caught up. And that's why I'm not really worried about being so behind on Nano, because I'm going by the Scrivener word count, not the Nano word count. And according to them, I'm right on time. I'm perfect. Because I write, when I do spend days like this, I write anywhere from 2K to 5K when I do that. And if I would sit my butt in the chair and write every day, I could definitely knock out at least 1,000 words on one project or the other during the day. I just haven't been because I've been lazy. That's about to change starting tomorrow, I guess. I don't know, really. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving for those who live in the U.S., or as I like to call it, Feast Like a Beast Day. So happy Thanksgiving, or Feast Like a Beast Day. And yeah, okay. I'm gonna read these last 2 comments, and then I'll get us up for the next sprint. And we'll go. See, 896 words in the first hour of writing. Go, Mama Ward. Book 1 has become 2 books because I'm at 85K and just hit the big incident. I feel that. That's like every book I write that's supposed to be a standalone. It suddenly doubles. All right, here we go. Let's get us set up for our next sprint. Whoops. Didn't like that. Here's the next prompt for anyone who doesn't know what they want to write about, needs some inspiration. And we're going to go ahead and start this next sprint. I'll start our 4-step timer and then start the kitty timer in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and get our next tree set up for anyone who wants to grow a tree. Or in this case, flowers, because we've been growing flowers. I think these are carnations. I'm going to call them carnations. Even if they're not. Boop. Alrighty. I wrote words, but not as many as I would like. How many words did I end up writing? 207. You know, some words are better than no words, but it would be nice if I could hit the combination of this past sprint and the sprint before that, 627, for like each sprint. Like, it would be super nice. Okay. Let's see. How did everyone else do? I saw we had some people join. Let's see. Misty Kate joined us. Hello, Misty. Everyone's saying hi to Misty. 7-day book challenge stories just keep growing. Still need to finish Spring and the NBA. Yes, I feel that so much. But I think in my case, it's more of I did not plot out the story enough to realize that it was going to be a novel. I just thought it was going to be a novella. Wrote 364 words, did Japanese Duolingo, and grabbed lunch. There you go, Randy. Good job. That's awesome. Oh, goodness. But, yeah, I thought I had completely plotted out Jesse St. George, and then it turned out that I was missing, like, key scenes that involved the tropes and stuff that I was using in the story, and I was like, oh, maybe I should fix that. And by the time I did that and started writing those scenes in, I was like, oh, this is not going to be a novella. This is going to be a novel. And I should probably just plan for each of my stories to be a novel length, even if it is not supposed to be a novel. So what I did this past sprint, other than just writing, is I was calculating like how many words I have to write per day, depending on what word count I'm aiming for total for the 7-day book challenge. Like, most of my stories are not longer than 70,000 words, but I also calculated for up to 100,000 words from 10,000 for the 7-day book challenge. So I'm also going to be a little more organized next year in 2024 for the 7-day book challenge. I will have sign-up sheets. I'll have graphics for those who are doing it, who want to share on social media. Like, I have lots of plans for the 7-day book challenge in the future for next year. And we've already chosen the dates for the 3 7-day book challenges throughout the year, one each quarter. So, like, I'm getting there. It's just taking me time. Okay, I'm actually writing the stream. I was very in the mindset of Nano Project for once. Got a new idea this last week. I feel that so much. 737 of Battle Man. These words are fast. Yep. Biggest single word count total. Biggest single day word count total was 18K before I had kids. I feel that. I think the most I've written in a single day is 16K. And that was for a client story that was supposed to be about 20K. And I wrote 16K of the first draft in a single day. That was after the kids were born, but I was off work. They were wee babes. And they spent most of that day sleeping. I can't remember if it was after my youngest was born or before my youngest was born. If it was before, then I know that the oldest spent most of her day sick because she was a very colicky baby. And she probably spent most of the day sleeping, and my breaks were when she was awake, kind of thing. If it was after the youngest, I'm not certain how I was able to manage that, except for maybe I had told my husband ahead of time and was like, hey, since you're off, this is what I'm doing. This is the plan. You got kiddos. That's the only thing I can think of. But it was when they were still babes. I know that much. All right. It's saying it's time to write again. So we're going to go ahead and get it set for our next sprint. We have 2 more sprints to go. So here we go. We have got sprint number 3. Here is the prompt for that if anyone wants to use it. And we're going to go ahead and start this third sprint in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that is time. Let me know what you did, how you did in the comments, and I'll get our next tree ready, our next plant ready. We're going to do the rainbow flower. I'd already picked my flowers for today. RSNYFHQSG. Okay. Alright, so I didn't get any words written that sprint. I spent a lot of it chatting with my mom about Christmas gifts further. I think we got that narrowed down. And then I'm falling asleep and I don't know what's causing it. So I went ahead and opened up some YouTube videos that I want to watch sometime today. And I was browsing for an iPad on Amazon because come this time next year, I want something I can take with me. I'm about to switch shifts at work and be working nights, which is not the problem. I've been taking my laptop back and forth. Mac Mardigan's been going back and forth with me to work, which isn't a problem. What's up, kiddo? Yeah, you can watch YouTube. Make sure you close that door. That way I don't hear it. Thank y'all. Hey, that's not closing that door. Oh, that's right. Anyways, so during the wintertime, since we only have the car and it doesn't have 4-wheel drive, obviously, we have to possibly walk up the hill of doom. And since I'll be working nights, I do not want to carry my laptop up and down that hill. I've already done it a couple times this season already. It sucks. It's heavy after a while, and it just sucks. So I was looking at getting like an iPad to take with me back and forth to work in a smaller backpack, so that it'd be lighter and I can carry it fully on my back. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, and I have no idea what to get. I know I want an iPad because Scrivener will work on it. And as far as I know, so far, there has not been an update with like tablets being able to use. Those are the dogs. Leave it there. Daddy made ramen. There has been no. So Scrivener is finally available for PC, but as far as I know, you can't use it on a tablet yet. So I want something that I can put Scrivener on, and that's where it comes in from. Okay, let's see. Pecan pie conversations, Peace Bridge, Niagara Falls, Buffalo conversations. Everyone be safe. It's the holidays. Everyone gets crazy. Between now and the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of bad things happening just because that's just the way it goes every year. I love more iPad Pro. More iPad Pro. I know what you meant, but still, it's funny. Hi, Ogre. Can you not, please? Go lay down. So, yeah, originally I was looking at an iPad mini because I don't mind the size. Is not what bothers me because I have an external keyboard that will work with it. That fits in the little bag that I'll be carrying. But the more I look at the iPad Pro, it does have a slightly bigger screen. And I'm like, But then Amazon itself keeps trying to insist I get an iPad Air. And until now, I'd never even heard that. I've heard of the Mini, I've heard of the Pro, I've never heard of the Air. So I don't know what the difference is. I do know I want one with the M1 chip because that just works better. That's what my laptop has. I had the A13 Bionic, whatever it's called, in my previous Mac before it went dead. And it just, after a while, it stopped working really well. So I know I want something with the M1 chip. I just don't know. I don't know what an Air is. I don't know the difference. I need to reach out to someone I know whose her husband works for Apple. And I think what I'll do is I'll reach out to her and get her thoughts because I literally just need it for Scrivener. That's all I need it for, Scrivener. Oh, Kitty Cat says it's time to go, but I'm reading comments real quick. Let's see. Cat Paw, who are you talking about that has an air, uses it for work and to write? Just out of curiosity. Let's see. Original one, it's old, but the airs are fine too. Okay, because the airs are definitely cheaper than the pros. And I'm trying to figure out what is the difference between the air and the pro, because I thought the ones I was looking at were the same size. 10.9 screen. Where's the pro at? I saw the pro. 11-inch screen. Okay, so there is a difference in the screen size. And I can't get it anytime soon. I wanted to start researching now before they start releasing all these new generations of them. Because I swear every time I'm actually ready to buy, they release new generations and I can't get the older ones. iPod Air, iPad, jeez, crikey. Okay, so if the iPad Air will work with Scrivener, I might just use that because that is definitely cheaper than the Pro, and I can deal with the 10.9, which is the one that Amazon keeps suggesting to me. It keeps suggesting the 5th generation iPad Air with 10.9 liquid retina display, 256 gigabytes. Like, and it comes in the pretty blue color I like. It'll match my Kindle. Okay, sorry. That was a rabbit hole I went down. Yeah, I do have doggos in the background too. Pro has a 12.9. Natalie Indros, she went from Pro to Air. Okay, I'll have to look up Natalie Andrews. I'll have to look that up. Her up. Don't know who that is. Okay. Anyways, now that I've been distracted enough, got the rainbow flower up. Let's do this last sprint. We got one more sprint to do. I'm gonna go down my iPad rabbit hole and do some comparisons and maybe contact the person I'm talking about whose husband works for Apple and see what she says. Like, I just need something that can travel up and down the hill with me when I have to walk it. That's lighter weight than my laptop after a while, because after a while it starts to hurt my shoulders being on my back. And I can use that my keyboard will sync up with, and I can use at work during breaks and stuff, because I do use it. I just haven't been using it as much lately. Okay, so, and I literally just want it for Scrivener. That's all I want it for. If it can do other things, great, but that's what I want it for. So here we go. We're going to do this last sprint. Here is our final prompt for today. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, everyone, that is time. How'd you do what you do? Let me know in the comments. We have finished all 4 sprints. I can go ahead and get rid of this. I got rid of the timer. Again, I didn't know any more writing during that sprint. I can't concentrate on writing right now. I keep trying to fall asleep. And I will try. I need to get in the habit of writing in the morning. Because that's when I work best. I just do all my writing best in the morning. On Sundays, I get all the words in. That's when I do most of my writing is in the morning, and I just need to get back in the habit of doing that. It will be much easier once I switch to night shift because my schedule will be like 5 p.m. to like 1 a.m. And then I'll be able to sleep for a few hours and get up when everyone's getting ready for work and school. And I can do my writing as soon as they leave. Like, that's just better for me. And I'll get there someday. I'm just not there yet. The thing I did in the meantime was I was working on my Notion project, adding in like some things about like what am I going to be posting where, because that was one of the things that Amy was asking me. She was like, okay, so Skye, this is not her voice. So Skye, let's create the differences between all your social medias. What are you posting where, when? And so that's what I'm setting up in Notion right now is like what I'm planning on posting to like newsletter versus YouTube versus website / blog versus Instagram versus Ko-fi and Patreon whenever I get to that point. And like she was asking me about TikTok and I was like, I have no idea about TikTok. Like I have things that I want to do that I think would be really cool, but that's like 10 years down the road because I'm nowhere near that ready stage yet. Like right now, I just want to get books out. I just want to get the books out. That's all I care about right now. So, do you guys post different things to different places? And so, what do you guys post? I am nosy and want to know. So, oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, that's what I was working on during that sprint. What did everyone else work on? I need to know. Okay, let's see. The newer errors will be great for what you need. Yes. So I went ahead and put everything that I think I need into my Amazon cart. And I'm telling myself that I'm going to save up $100 from every paycheck for the next couple of paychecks until as if it's going to take me only a couple. However many it takes me to earn up the money for an iPad Air, 256 gigabyte iPad Air, the iPad Pencil, and the Magic Keyboard. Because while I do have an external keyboard, the keyboard is, at least to me, from what I'm looking at, it looks like basically a keyboard and cover case, which I would need to get a separate cover case to begin with. So it looks to me like that might be the better deal. So I went ahead and added them to my Amazon cart. I'll buy them whenever I save up enough money for them, whenever that is. I'm thinking February earliest. That being said, there's been a couple of Christmases now in a row where I've received money for Christmas instead of, items. So I'm thinking I might be able to get it sooner. But just me saving up my money alone, earliest I'll be able to get it is February and probably closer to April by my own calculations. See, Cat Paw read a few pages on part 2 and poked at the words a little. I feel that because I was doing the same thing, reading through the notes I wrote in a journal that I've just been writing random things in. Like it's not even specific for anything. It's just whatever I feel like writing in it at the time. So between that and doing the what goes where, which I need to send her a screenshot of so she can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I didn't get a whole lot done, but that's okay. I am pretty happy with what I've done so far. I've done 700 words, 600 words today. It's not the greatest, but it's better than 0. I will take it over a 0 word count. So, let's see. Am I missing anything? Miss Kate said I got a couple hundred words. And hi, Nikki. You came in right as we're finishing up the last sprint because we just finished the last sprint. And I'm going to be jumping off here shortly to do other things. As always, there is a link in the description. If you are interested in more live streams and want to sprint with people, there is a link to the AuthorTube spreadsheet that Cat Leo made based off the playlist that Devin Cutting used to make. Devin is no longer making those playlists after they lost access to their YouTube account. They have gotten that access back, but since then, Cat Leo took over doing the playlist chart, and so there is a link to that in the description where it talks about all of the author tubers that exist on the YouTube. I still haven't gotten all the way through that list and checked out everyone's channel. I will someday. It's part of the to-do list over the next year. Haven't finished it yet. And then there are links to a daily stream list if you're interested in that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I will be streaming on Sunday for anyone interested in the morning. It is 5 a.m. my time. It is 7 a.m. Eastern. That link that I was talking about has a chart to kind of differentiate the different time zones. I don't remember how many time zones are listed on it, but there's quite a few. So yeah. I think that's all I've got. Yeah. So thank you for all joining me today, and I will see you all on Sunday for my next live stream. If you are in the US, have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow, or happy Feast Like a Beast Day, whatever you want to call it. And I will see you guys all on Sunday.